Hi and welcome. This is Julie from Totally Holistic Health, and I just wanted to go through a really nice short chair yoga sequence with you. Perfect if you're stuck at a desk all day. Equally, if you have mobility issues, it's really really good for things like that. And obviously, anything to do with obviously feeling really tired, it's quite nice to be able to do yoga in a chair. So ideally, preferably a chair with no sides would be really good. This is just a nice folding chair that's perfect, but it's something that's reasonably high up. If you can't touch the floor with your feet, you maybe just pop a blanket or something or a book even underneath your feet so you can feel the floor underneath your feet. So just taking a couple of moments, just moving to the front of your chair, just allowing the shoulders to drop down. It's quite nice just to close your eyes and just take a couple of moments just to maybe notice any areas that feel particularly tight or maybe a little bit sore or achy. So it's quite nice just to spend a couple of minutes at the start of your practice just to really check into yourself, checking into how you're actually feeling at this particular moment. It's also quite nice just to be able to focus on your breath. So just allow that breath just to gently ease in and out. As you're breathing, just notice whether you're starting to release any tension in the shoulders or whether you feel you're holding on to anything. Sometimes you might find that you're clenching your jaw and you don't even realise it, or sometimes you might find that your shoulders are way up by your ears. But again, just really try and find a nice long line from the top of your head to your neck, shoulders, pelvis. And then slowly opening your eyes, we're just going to slowly release our necks. So again, trying to keep that lovely upright pose, just draw the chin down towards your chest. Just elongating the spine a little bit. Again, just trying to keep those shoulders down. And we're going to roll the right ear onto the right shoulder. So just tilting your head just to the right. So just try to make sure they've got a nice gap there between the shoulders and your ears. So if you find your shoulders coming up to join your ears, just shove it down a little bit further. So you should have a nice gentle stretch there in the left hand side. And then just roll your chin just back down to your chest, very gently and slowly, and then easing the left ear onto the left shoulder. So again, you might find it feels different one side than the other, which is perfectly natural. The main thing is we're not trying to cause ourselves any pain, so if you do find it sore at all, just don't tilt the head quite so much. And then slowly ease that chin back down towards your chest. I'm going to bring your head up. And then just do some very gentle shoulder rolls. So draw the shoulders up towards your ears now and just ease them round. So just slowly, just doing some very nice shoulder rolls. You might find it a bit clunky, which is fine. Shoulders do that. And then rolling the other way, so just easing them back and then forward. Nice and slow. The slower you do it, the easier or the more you're going to have more of a sensation about what's going on. If you do it really fast, you're sort of missing the point of what you're trying to achieve. We're just trying to notice any areas that do feel really tight. So again, just easing a little bit. Just waggle those arms, that's fine. I'm going to bring your right arm out the side now. So just easing it across the body. So if you can, maybe just bring your left hand on just to give it support and maybe just gently give it a pull. So you should have a little stretch in that right shoulder blade now. And then releasing the arm, do the same on the second side. So just bring your left arm out, easing it across your body, just again supporting it with your right hand, just seeing if you can just pull it a little bit across. Just keeping your breath steady, just noticing how you're breathing as well. If you find your breath is becoming a little short, you may just be overstretching a little bit. And then easing that off. Okay, so we're going to do some gentle side bends now. So again, if you're just coming forward from the back of your chest, you've got a little sort of more at the front of your chair, just bring your arms down by your side. We're going to come into a side bend. So if you bring your left hand onto your left hip, just make sure that this shoulder doesn't come forward. And slowly we're going to slide our right arm down the chair leg. And the most important thing with this one is to make sure that your left bum cheek stays well planted, otherwise you're going to fall off, which isn't a good thing. Now, depending on how your shoulders are, you may just find that this is all you want to do. But if your left shoulder feels okay, you have the option then of also just bringing that overhead just to increase that stretch in the sideways, just to make sure the bottom hand's nice and relaxed. And slowly coming back to centre. Same on the second side, so just bring your right hand onto that right hip, just to allow that shoulder to stay back. And slowly just bring your left arm down the side of your chair. So again, nice side stretch into that lovely waist there. And again, if your right arm feels a bit sore, just keep it where it is on the hip, or you can just stretch it overhead. Nicely coming back to centre. Fantastic. So we're going to just release your spine a little bit now. So bringing your hand onto your knees. We're going to just try to make sure the chest stays nice and open. So if you can, just tilt your chest forward, just push your bum out a little bit. Just see if you bring your shoulder blades back, just easing forward. And we're going to do the same the second side. So just easing ourselves back. So really pull your belly back towards your spine, drop your head down. Rocking forward again. So just moving backwards and forwards. If you want to use your breath in this as well, it's quite nice to breathe in as you come forward, breathing out as you drop back. And then maybe coming forward. So again, make sure that you're planting your feet nice and really well and solid. Just doing some very gentle circles, just moving round the back to one side. So again, you're just bringing the weight over to the left side, coming forward to the right, and then at the back, and then doing the same on the other side. So just nice circles one way and then the other. So what we're trying to do here is just get the spine moving gently. And then slowly releasing back to centre. So just going to bring the legs a little bit wider. So make sure the feet or the knees are directly above your feet if you can. If you can't open the legs that wide, just do it more narrowly, but make sure those knees stay there. If you find your knees are coming in a little bit, just adjust your stance, but the wider you bring them, the better it will be for this particular asana. So we're going to bring your weight forward. So again, just bring your chest forward, dropping your head down a little bit further. If you have issues with your blood pressure, you may find that you can just leave it here, don't go any further down. If you can go further down, that's fine. So just notice how that feels in the hips and the groin. So we're going to add a little twist in now. So if you can, just come up a little bit and just drop your left shoulder down. So we're going to push your right hand on the inside of that right knee, just to ease that shoulder down. So just a gentle twist. Again, you're working into the shoulders, into the lower back. And then slowly coming up. Same on the other side. So don't put too much pressure onto those knees. Obviously, if you've got issues with your knees, just easing the right shoulder down. Slowly releasing back to centre. So we're going to bring the legs nicely back together, about hip width apart. Going to bring the arms up. So again, if shoulders are an issue, just bring your arms into cactus arms. Obviously, if you can bring your arms above the head, that's fine, but it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to raise the elbows up a little bit. Then we're going to twist around to the right. So bring your left hand onto that right knee, the right hand just on the back of your chair, and just see if we can ease that chest around. So just see if you can pull that right shoulder blade just behind you a little bit more. And then back to centre. And then same with the arms again, so either cactus arms, arms above your head, whatever you feel comfortable, just twisting round to the second side, so right hand onto your left knee, just bring your left hand onto that back chair, ease that chest round. And releasing back to centre. So we're going to take a couple of moments now just to maybe sit back in your chair a little bit now, just checking into how we're feeling, again just noticing if there's any areas that do have a little bit of tension still, and just see if we can breathe into those areas. Just use the breath to release. just. And now, very slowly, let's allow the eyes to open. If you want to bring your hands into your heart centre, just lowering the head down. Just really giving thanks to your body for just, and also to yourself, just taking a few moments out of your day just to give yourself a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a bend. And thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.